With just under 17 minutes until the historic launch was scheduled to blast off, officials scrubbed the first manned mission to space in nearly a decade. Fox News correspondent Phil Keating is at the Kennedy Space Center with more on the story.
Americans will have to wait to usher in a new era for the country's space program.
Dragon SpaceX, unfortunately, we are not going to launch today. You are go for 5.100 launch scrub.
The milestone mission is now days away. SpaceX and NASA teamed up for the experimental flight, marking the first time in history a private company is carrying a crew into orbit, and 9 years since America sent men into space. But Mother Nature had other plans.
We continue to violate a couple different weather rules that we now do not expect to clear in time to allow for a launch.
Thunderstorms scrubbing the planned launch Wednesday afternoon, in which veteran astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken were scheduled to blast off inside the SpaceX Crew Dragon, propelled by the company's Falcon 9 rocket. Prior to the cancellation, it was all systems go and all smiles as Hurley and Behnken completed last-minute preparations for the historic launch. The two-time astronauts walked through the same double doors Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins used in 1969 before landing on the moon. Then they bid goodbye to their families and were taken 9 miles to Launch Pad 39 in a Tesla Model X and then boarded the shuttle. But before they could make the next giant leap into history, the mission was halted. Hurley and Behnken will now have to wait until Saturday to make their historic mission from the launch pad up to the space station. Their mission's expected to last anywhere between 1 and 4 months. At the Kennedy Space Center, Phil Keating, Fox News.